Okay, this is going to be a pick a card reading. This is going to be for any sign. There's going to be 1 through 4. I went ahead and I shuffled them beforehand so you guys wouldn't have to wait. If you guys like my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. So, going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know you won't be able to see the cards real wonderfully. I've got to get a new setup put up here. So, okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So take a moment, close your eyes. Envision the light behind your eyelids. And feel the inside. What number does this tell you? Sometimes all these can relate to you. Sometimes only 1 or 2 of them will relate to you. So with that being said, we're going to put the other ones over here. And I'm going to do a fairly quick reading of each of these because I know a lot of you don't have a lot of time. And you've got other things going on throughout your day. So I'm going to do this fairly quick because I understand being on a tight schedule. So for those of you who picked number 1, this is number 1. So let's go here. First, I'm not going to read the reverses today. Okay, so there's those. This is also psychic intuition that I'm going to be using with these as well. And along with those, you have so you got 2 wands, the Fool, the Rat. Ooh, an 8. Not good. Okay. And I'll show you these later if you'd like. Okay. So what I see with this is somebody who had the world. There's been, let's see. I sense this is somebody which is probably you. Somebody who is wielding magic whether they know it or not. Who had the world. You probably do know it. And there was a lot of people that were going against you, but I see that it's starting to break free, and I see that it destroyed something in your world. Something, a relationship, something very, very, very sentimental to you was taken from you. But I see that there's a lot of signs around you that you don't always see. There's something that's going on with you about your daughter. I don't know if there's a difficult situation that is about getting ready to change. Like maybe you've gotten in a fight with your daughter, or something happened with your daughter, or with a child. It could be a child just in general. It could be a girl or a boy. Something happened with a child in your life, and you may be aware of it. And I think that your intuition's telling you that you're aware of something that happened, but some of you may not be aware. I feel like there's somebody that you need to go and talk to about what you're feeling, because I believe your intuition is correct. It's just like the Ace of Summers. It says, open your heart to love and bringing in a new intimate relationship, the rebirth of a current one, awakening of psychic abilities and spiritual entities. I also see that something is going on around you. Somebody is wielding against you, or something's happening. There's a dangerous situation that you're in and you don't even know it. And you need to be very, very cautious, because there are people that are working against you. People that are either talking behind your back. This could be friends, this could be peers, this could be families. This could be anyone, but I'm feeling like this is a Leo or a Gemini that you're dealing with. Yeah. It says, King of the Spirits, initiative, or, blah, 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 I can't read very well. I need my glasses on. Inspiring, wise, theatrical. I feel like somebody's making fun of you behind your back and you don't even know it. But what you gotta realize is even if somebody's making fun of you behind your back, it's only gonna make you stronger, because if you let every bad thing that happens to you bring you down, it's only gonna cause depression, anxiety, hurt, anguish, pain, all those nasty things we don't want. So what I'm feeling is you need to thank people for making fun of you, because it's only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make you more powerful. It's going to let you look internally and see who you are inside and see how bright and beautiful you really are. Not many people realize how beautiful you really are. And I feel like you've got fairies around you and they're trying to tell you stuff, because when you hear like a humming in your ear, that's usually a fairy or an angel or one year guidance. It's an entity of some sort that's trying to get your attention, saying, hey, look, something's going on. You need to pay attention. I feel like this is an addiction. Somebody's having a hard time because there's an addiction. Now, addiction can be anything in excess. It could be chocolate. It could be binge watching something that maybe not be good for you. It could be alcohol. It could be cigarettes, which is mine, which is something that I'm currently working on. I'm actually doing pretty well at it. Getting ready to close that chapter of my life out really good. Hopefully that's not your issue, because that's a hard one to get over. I feel like for a select few, there's a heroin issue. But I'm not talking like the actual needle of heroin. I'm talking like a drug issue. Something's not right with your meds. And I don't even know if you know it, but there's something about your meds that's kind of messing with your brain a little bit. So maybe you need to go to the doctor, figure out what's going on. I feel like some of you are having issues with acne and having issues with people. I think the reason why you're having issues with acne is maybe you have psoriasis. Like me, I found out like my acne was psoriasis. I started putting psoriasis medicine on me, and my acne is actually starting to heal now. Either that, or this could be somebody's wanting to start a new career. And maybe you're not being supported in your efforts. Maybe that could be it. Says there are positive changes that are on their way. Welcome the relief of the troubled times in traveling and relocating. So some of you may be traveling. Some of you may be having a physical move. I feel like somebody is surprising you with something and you're not even aware of it. And it's going to come out of the blue. And I feel like you've got a secret admirer. Somebody's been watching you. Maybe on social media or driving past your house. Somebody's definitely got a crush. Because I'm looking at this, because this kind of makes sense. Sometimes the person that makes fun of you the most is the one that actually likes you. You know how boys always pick on whoever they like. Sometimes girls do the same thing. So if you have somebody that's picking on you a lot of the opposite sex, and it just makes sense, that might be your secret admirer. And they may be picking on you to get your attention, because boys are just retarded that way. Alright, let's go on to the next reading, because I know y'all got stuff to do today. I'll close this one out. So if you pick number 2. Oh, I got my cards in there backwards. Whoops. That goes the right way. That might be my OCD. Ugh. Okay. Alright, so what I get with this, it feels like you once had everything that you wanted, but there was a falling out in a relationship. And I see this being with 3 friends. Now, needless to remind you, this could be family, this could be friends, this could even be co-workers. People who were looking towards the future, was trying to make it brighter, but somebody was hiding something from you. And I'm not so sure this is a good thing. There's somebody, and I'm feeling like this is a spouse or a mother maybe. Something is being hidden from you. This could be, I'm feeling like a son. There's a son. That's what I'm getting. There's some kind of male energy that is hiding something from you. Some of you, this may be a female. Maybe somebody with more of a masculine personality. I don't think you have to worry about this because this seems like a child. Definitely a child. There's a child that is hiding something from you because they're afraid of what you might think. But what they don't know is that you are a very forgiving, loving soul. And if you're not, you need to be. Because if you can't forgive them for you, you need to forgive them for yourself. There's something that you need to move on. Oh, there's my ducks. Okay. There's something that you're holding on to really, really tightly. And it's keeping you from moving into a new light and going on to a new era. I see that you have a very strong character. Very bold. You're not afraid to take the bull by the horns and just say, look, this is how it is. You know, I feel like you've been wronged. Because it's showing that these 3 people had stabbed you in the back in the past. But what I'm sensing from this card is it's coming to the end. And I have a feeling it has to do with something with family. I feel like there's a court situation that's going to be arising out of this. Definitely a court situation. You may not realize, but there are people working behind the scenes in your behalf. And for the Gemini, I feel like it's going to be bad. The Leo, it's a good thing because they're the ones working for you. And for the Libra, I feel like it's going to be a good thing because you've been hurt so many times in the past that it's going to be good. Now, for Aries, I feel like this is going to be a bonus for you. I feel like everything's going to work out. You're stressing over stuff you shouldn't. There's a school bus. There's stuff you shouldn't have to be stressing about. What you've been waiting for, what the time is, it's time now. There's somebody, if you need to confront somebody about something, or if there's something you've been holding back and waiting for, I feel like now is the right time. It says, desires are more meaningful of life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing a new major arcanas. So, whatever you were thinking or whatever you were holding back, it seems like it's time to move on and to keep going. It says, the Prince of Autumn, which is studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. So there's somebody that you're dealing with that's mischievous, or maybe you're the mischievous one. If you're a Libra, probably you're the mischievous one. But, you know, mischievous can be in many different ways. It can be in good ways, or it can be in bad ways. But I feel like this is a good thing. Because even though you had people working against you, I believe that they're hiding something from you. Because I think they're wanting to bring you something, bring back love into your life, some kind of relationship. Now, I see a grandmother with a child. It says, do more research before proceeding. Education is a form of seminars, going back to school, apprenticeships, and excellent workmanship crafts. So I feel like somebody has a good job opportunity, but you need to learn more about what you're doing before you proceed. Here is the Princess of Summer. So this may be a daughter or somebody with a princess-like mentality. It says a new relationship or emotional experience is inventions into social. Somebody is very inventive. somebody has a really good idea and I think they need to put it in play, but I would be very cautious not to let all your ideas out, because if you tell everybody your goals before you have your goals set and you actually make your goals, they can steal those ideas from you. So be very cautious. And that's the same thing for me. I've been inventing stuff and I know that they're going to be huge sellers. And I refuse to share the ideas with anybody until I have the idea patent. So that's something for me too. So that might be a Libra thing. But I feel like this is also an Aquarius. There's an Aquarius that's got a really good idea. And I think that the idea would just take off if they would believe in themselves enough. Spike quit. If they would believe in themselves enough and have people that would stand by them and help them reach their goals. Let go of the people and things that no longer serve you. It is time to focus on your career. Unmarried couples or divorce. So I feel like somebody that is unmarried may soon be getting married. Or somebody who's married, there may be somebody that likes you that is married and isn't telling you that, and you don't know that. Be very, very cautious where you tread, because karma is a bad thing and a good thing at the same time. Like, if you cause somebody else's divorce, well, you can't really cause it. It's got to be their choice. But you don't know about it, that's going to hit you back 10 times fold. Another thing is, I feel like somebody's admiring you for the unmarried ones. Like I said before, I think you also have admirers, but I think they think you're unattainable and they're not able to approach you. But I feel like they're watching you from afar. That's what I feel with that one. Okay. So let's go on. So if you pick number 3, this will be deck number 3. Ooh. Got the Lovers. 7 of Pentacles. Judgment. I've already got a very strong sense of feeling on this one. The Hermit. I got Justice twice. Dang. Balance. Release. And life experiences. This is definitely a major arcana. Okay. Something to do with the Lovers. Something with the Sun. A judgment. Something that you can't see. Once your cup was full, it was emptied, and it's going to be full again. This is going to be a very quick, because this is very, very, very obvious. Something to do with the Hermit. Somebody is not getting out. Somebody is either forced to be staying home, or somebody's home on their own, and they really need to communicate with people to be able to grow. Justice. Take the time to review the details carefully, and you will win in the end. The fair objective of this is decision. So I feel like there's a court situation coming around, and it's going to be in your favor, because this is very, very beautiful. But problem is you don't know what it is. But there are people working behind the scenes. There's balance in your life. So this has got to be something to do with the Libra. I feel like the Libra was one that was put down, but she's, like they say, you may have won the battle, but I'm going to win the war. I feel like that's what the balance is. But I feel like it's going to be a good situation for all parties on all sides, because I feel like something was taken from you. And it needs to be released back to you to balance things out, because everything in life has to have a balance, because there's a balance of nature. And you've got a lot of earth cards here. The reason why it hasn't happened yet is because you needed to learn life experience. There's a lot of things you had to learn, to grow, to reach up. You needed to deepen your family roots. And I feel like this has to do with family or a friend. I feel like somebody went through some really difficult... I'm not going to elaborate on that. Somebody went through some really difficult stuff. You were wrongly accused of stuff. Other stuff happened to you and you haven't told people, maybe you should. I feel like this has to do with somebody being hurt in a sexual manner, and that's as far as I'm going to go that way. And you haven't told anybody, but because you didn't tell people, it's possible that person could have hurt somebody else. So maybe you need to open up and say, hey, look, this is what happened to me. Because sometimes things happen to us because we're strong enough to go and talk to people and say, hey, look, this is what happened. When other people may not be. I don't see strength in here. So I feel like somebody here is too ashamed, or they feel like it's their fault. You need to realize when things happen to you like that, it is never your fault, ever. And you need to speak out about it, because not only are you protecting yourself, but you are protecting other people out there that could possibly be victims of these people. Okay, I've had enough of that one, so I'm moving on. Oop. So if you picked this one, the last one, number 4, I believe. Yeah, if you picked number 4. And sometimes all these arcanas can relate to you. Sometimes it's just one or the other. And I would advise that you look up the numbers on the cards. So if you have like the 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, look up your angel number. So go to Google and type in like the last 4 digits of your phone number. Type in the last 4 digits of your phone number and type in angel number. And then go in the images and shopping and see what it says, because it will be what your angels are trying to tell you, and they're trying to convey and say, look, this is what's been going on in your life. This is what's happening. I think you should look up the number 18 and the number 12. So look up 1812 by themselves and then look up 1812 together and see what happens. This has to do with a mother. Now, I don't know if this is your actual mother or if this is like an adopted mother. Somebody who stole something from you. Because I see shattered dreams. But what I see is that you're getting ready to climb the root with. This is somebody that you have deep roots with. That hurt you really bad. That took away your world. That shattered all your dreams. That isn't supporting you. Is telling you that everything that you believe is wrong. There's somebody that you need to cut out of your life. Somebody that doesn't have your best interest at heart. Somebody who you will never meet the standard of. Somebody that you need to move on, and you need to realize you are good enough for you. You don't need everybody else. You are good enough for you. I feel like the world is going to be coming back into the world, so this has got a happy ending to it, so don't worry about that. So what was lost will once be refound. And I feel like there's a romance or a relationship. This could be family. This could be friends. This could be a loved one. Oh, today's my daddy's birthday. Maybe that's what it is. Hey,